You must be careful to do everything they tell you. But do not do what they do, for they do not practice what they preach. Do you practice what you preach in your life? I just find if you don't preach, it's way easier, right? Unfortunately, I can't do that. We preach forgiveness as Christians. Do you forgive those that hurt you? After a while. We preach love. Do you only love those who love you, or do you really love the difficult people? It's hard. We preach only say things that edify and build things up. Do you always do that? In my sleep. The list could go on and on, but you get the point there. Okay, back to James 3:2. We all stumble in many ways. Anyone who is never at fault at what they say is perfect, able to keep their whole body in check. Now that's an interesting, how would you describe perfection? By controlling what you say. That's an interesting standard. Well, two things here. First, how many people are perfect? No one. No, Jesus. The Bible says for all of sin fall short. We all need to acknowledge we're sinners, but don't stop there. We need to receive God's forgiveness. Now, there's a tension here. Yes, you're a sinner, but yes, you have been forgiven. Look how John describes this. 1 John 1:8. If we claim to be without sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just and will forgive us our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness. If we claim we have not sinned, we make him out to be a liar, and his word is not in us. Now, I want you to understand, we all blow it, we're all sinners. But I also want to make sure you understand you are completely forgiven. Make sure you understand both there. We can look at I'm forgiven, so I can go do whatever I want. Well, no, you can't do that. You can look at, I am such a bad sinner, beat ourselves up. Well, but you're forgiven. So we need to have a balance there. Does that make sense? I'm sure the air conditioner's down a little bit. Because it's Father's Day and I can't.
Gotta save that energy.
So there. Okay. The second thing is a pretty profound statement there. Anyone who is never at fault at what they say is perfect. Now think about that. Anyone that never says anything wrong or bad is perfect. Do we have complete control over what we say?
Yeah.
We should. Watch this. I can stop talking. Right? Now I can start talking. See, I have control of my speech, and so do you. Right? Everybody should agree with that. Okay. If that is true, how come stuff comes out of our mouth that shouldn't come out of it? It just slips out.
We get angry.
We get angry, and it's an odd reality. But we still have that control. Now, here's something you might want to consider. Sometimes you need to stop talking, especially if something bad is about to come out of your mouth. Remember, slow to speak, quick to listen. We have complete control over what we say, and yet we choose to say stuff that hurts. Why do we do that? It's our sin nature. Yeah, apparently this problem is common to everyone. Look at how David addressed this problem. Psalms 39. I said, I will watch my ways and keep my tongue from sin. I will put a muzzle on my mouth or in the presence of the wicked. Now, why do we put muzzles on dogs, Sam? Safety, so they don't bite, right? Because it can't control itself. When it gets agitated or afraid or whatever, its response is, I'm going to bite them. Well, guess what? We humans, when we get stressful and agitated, what do? We bite people. Yeah, with our mouths. We lash out with our tongue. Sometimes I think we need a human muzzle for our mouth. And sell it on Amazon. Yeah, and everyone would buy it for their spouse, right? Well, look how Daniel handles this situation. Let's continue in Psalms 39, verse 2. So I remained utterly silent. Remember the situation. I want to watch and keep my ways. I remained utterly silent not even saying anything good, but my anguish increased. My heart grew hot within me. Does anyone can relate to that? While I meditated, the fire burned. Then I spoke with my tongue. Show me, Lord, my life's end and the number of my days. Let me know how fleeting my life is. You have made my days a mere handbreadth. The span of my years is as nothing before you. Everyone is but a breath, even those who seem secure. Now, how awesome is that? He was red hot with anger, and what did he do? He stopped, he meditated on God, said, God, show me the number of my days. Show me what's really important here. Let me focus on you and not this agitating, irritated situation. How does he describe your life? Like a breath. I mean, we kind of think, oh, my life's a little more than that, but a breath is, that's it. And in eternity, that's what we need to keep focused on. Now, I wish I could take this verse and just sear it in our brains and our heart, so that when we do get upset, when we do get hurt and mad, when the fire is burning in us, we would stop and meditate on God and realize what we're about to explode on in eternity really isn't that important. Wouldn't that be awesome if we could do that? Let's make a deal. I will if you will. You go first.
Could you repeat what you just said? My mind just flew away.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Yes, we will. Now, I read this passage a few weeks ago, but it's a really good one. Proverbs 10:19. Sin is not ended by multiplying words, but the prudent hold their tongue. I mean, have you been in a situation where people just need to stop talking? You're not helping the situation. Yeah, saying mean, hurtful, whatever thing, it's not going to help solve the problem. Okay, back to James. Now he gives us some analogies to help us understand this concept. James 3:3. When we put bits into the mouths of horses to make them obey us, we can turn the whole animal. Or take ships as an example. Although they are so large and are driven by strong winds, they are steered by a very small rudder wherever the pilot wants to go. Likewise, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. Consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. Okay, you hear what he's saying there? You don't need big muscles to hurt someone. Just a few words can do tremendous damage. You don't need guns or knives or weapons to do damage. What we say can do plenty of harm. Now, it doesn't take much to steer a boat or start a fire. But you get to choose which direction you steer that in. We get to choose with our tongues what we say, good or bad. We're going to look at that in a few weeks. I want to close with this concept that Jesus tried to get the Pharisees to understand. They were very good at observing the law, but not so good at controlling their tongue. Matthew 15:10. Jesus called the crowd to him and said, listen and understand. What goes into someone's mouth does not defile them, but what comes out of their mouth, that is what defiles them. Now, in the Old Testament law, they had some dietary laws, what they could and couldn't eat. And now we know a lot of that was because of what was in the salmonella, trichinosis. You couldn't preserve the food or it would make you sick. So they said not to eat that. They thought if I don't eat this, then I'm very spiritual. And Jesus said, guys, you don't get it. It's not about what you eat. It's about what comes out of your mouth. The real issue is what you say. Now look at how they responded to that. Matthew 15:12. Then the disciples came to him and asked, do you know that the Pharisees were offended when they heard this? I bet they were. Do you know one of the reasons we get offended? It's because part of what they said is true. Not always, but sometimes there's an element of truth. We don't like being called out on it. The Pharisees were totally busted and didn't like it. So Jesus responds to their offense. Matthew 15:16. Are you still so dull? See, Jesus said that. I don't say that to you guys. I may think it, but I don't say it. Wait, was that hurtful of me? I probably should have said that. I'm still working on it. Are you still so dull? Jesus asked them. Don't you see that whatever enters the mouth goes into the stomach and then out of the body? But the things that come out of a person's mouth come from the heart, and these defile him. For out of the heart comes evil thoughts, murder, adultery, sexual immorality, theft, false testimony, slander. These are what defile a person. But eating what with unwashed hands